Have we got time to go into the NRL edict regarding what you can and can't say?
Well, by the way, questions without notice, power every moment with a Signet power bank. Thank you on questions without notice. Yeah, we move on to this topic. It's on the back page of the Telegraph today. NRL to bring an anti-tampering, and then it quotes, the Gould gag rule. NRL is ready to introduce a gag order for club officials as they mount their latest bid to clean up the November 1 anti-tampering deadline. The Daily Telegraph understands that the new rules have been endorsed by the Players' Union. NRL looking to clamp down on speculation surrounding players who are yet to enter the final year of their contracts. Now, Gus was in the firing line for things he said about Lockie Galvin earlier in the year in his capacity as a member of the media. Now, it's a two-way street. We have members of the media, like Gus is an official at Canterbury and is in the media. Canterbury is his number one job ahead of the media work that he does such a good job on Channel 9 and has done for years. But then there's the others, and I speak about our Fox League colleagues. I don't know where this anti-tampering or this gag order, what this will mean to people like Braith and Astor, indeed to Brandy, to others on other stations who have roles, like Matty Johns now. If he's a part owner of the Titans, what can Matty say and not say around players?
Yeah, very interesting, because they will have to check themselves if they legitimately feel that a player, for example, he just needs to get out of that club and find somewhere else. So let's use David Fafita as an example.
Yeah.
What happens if they said, you know what, there's a good footballer in David. He's an outstanding footballer. I think the best thing for David is to just get out of the Gold Coast and start afresh. Does that breach?
Breach? Oh, it would have to be breach. Well, if Gus
which
was
would be a legitimate
breach,
media comment, right?
Go back over what Gus said. And he wasn't, he was saying, in his opinion, a bloke who's been around football for 50 years, he declared Lockie Galvin was the best teenager he had ever seen. Now, a perception there from the NRL, obviously, but not from everyone, was that he was inducing, by way of that comment, this young man to come over to Canterbury. That's why they've sounded the alarms. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, do you have a drama with Phil Gould? Does anyone not separate his role between media and Canterbury? Do you think it crossed the line there or not? Because they're reacting to that, if that's what they're reacting to. Because I'm pretty sure, and I'm saying this without apology to my Fox League colleague Braith and Astor, Braith would cross the line potentially more than Gus would he not?
In his role as host of NRL 360.
Having to give comment.
Yes.
Gus is not, I don't
he
know
gets directly asked about his clients at times.
Yeah.
So it could be a slippery slope, depending on how vigorously it is ruled.
But here we go. Brandy is normally sitting in that chair you're sitting in right now. Brandy's on the board. He's the deputy chair of Penrith. Does that mean I can't ask Brandy about a player who could be off contract and Penrith end up with him? I'm trying to think back to, I don't know, last year, out of the blue, they signed Isaiah Papali'i from the Tigers.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I had any conversation with him beforehand, but I have to go back. I'm pretty sure he would have come up in conversation sometime.
Yeah. I think Sean O'Sullivan's going from the Dolphins to the Panthers,
right?
right?
So does Brandy just have a piece of gaffer tape now just on the side of the table that he just puts over his mouth every now and again when we get around to players' futures?
Like the probing sound effect of the rubber glove, you need the sticky tape getting pulled off.
Is it workable, though? I get to you. Let's get to the crunch. Is that workable? Is that fair go? I think it's overreaction, personally.
Yeah, I don't know how workable it is because, I don't know are they going to be trawling every media commentator who has a role with the club, and then you've got to look at the comment and how it was asked, and I don't know whether it's workable, Andrew.
I just don't think it's on the priority list. I really don't. Like, seriously, unless you're phone tapping. Like, seriously, you can still pick up the phone and ring up Lockie Galvin when he's off contract, have a chat with him, whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't think. We've got a system where pretty much players can be signed any day of the year, 365 days of the year. I don't think that's not high on my priority list in rugby league.
No. And I don't expect there to be any change really from what people are saying or what they're actually allowed to say. It might look good on paper for a couple of days and then go through.
Whereas Mr. Whippy inside Cogra, post-game not being able to sell because he's close to an exit and they think there'd be a build-up of patrons there. That's an issue, Volandis. What are you doing about it?
Solve that one.
Solve that one. Solve that one first. Like Mr. Whippy's there. You want it after the game, but he has to pull down the shutters because he's near the exit. No, that's just not a go.
The big issue.
That's the bigger issue.
The big issue is tackled here.
Seriously, I don't think it is, but maybe you think differently. 0457 736 736. Do you think it's an issue? And are you happy that the NRL's doing something about it? Let us know. Breakfast with Vossy, Maddie Russell. We've got the sidekicks. Mindy, she does a good job. Charlie does a so
Shut up.
Thanks, Charlie.